low inspection scores, Cozumel gets new security measures, and big changes for Royal Caribbean. If you are new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things theme park, cruise, and travel. And if you're a returning viewer, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. Now, let's get into today's first story. Just like with anything in the service industry, cruise ships are subject to inspections. And recently, there has been news of inspections that are not going as well as planned. Inspections are put in place to make sure that certain areas within the cruise ship are operational at peak capacity. Most of the times these inspections deal with things like sanitation, management knowledge of the rules and regulations, or the compliances within the area that they work in, and so on. These inspections are very important because it ensures that the ships are running at peak capacity. Recently, the MSC Magnifica underwent one of these inspections and scored an 86. Now, 86 is the minimum score allowed to remain operational, so they're very close to not passing this inspection. Some of the areas that they missed were some of the areas that I mentioned earlier, including management knowledge, sanitation, and so on. The Magnifica had 48 deficiencies, which contributed to them receiving such a low score. Now, again, they did pass inspection, but they were very close to failing the inspection altogether. So far this year, there have been 4 ships that have scored very low on their inspections. The 4 ships that have received low scores so far are, of course, the MSC Magnifica, the Caribbean Princess, the Carnival Breeze, and the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. News coming out of Cozumel, Mexico says that they will soon be using facial recognition technology. They say that this is going to help cruisers get into and off of the island with more efficiency, and also help with security measures on the island. There is no timeline for when this new technology will be put in place, but Cozumel is Mexico's busiest port with over 4 million cruisers every year. I recently came back from Cozumel and I think it's a good idea, but I have to say getting off and onto the island was pretty seamless. All they did was check my Sail and Sign card and I was able to roam around the island. Before I get into my last story for today, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date on all things theme park, cruise, and travel, please consider subscribing with that notification bell on so you never miss a video. Now, let's get into my last story for today. Royal Caribbean has recently announced that they will be matching their loyalty program across all brands. This includes Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and Silver Seas Cruises. This started on June the 5th, and this basically means if you have loyalty status with one of the brands, it's going to carry over to the other 2 brands that are a part of that entire fleet. So if you're a Diamond member on Royal Caribbean and this is your first sailing on a Celebrity cruise, you're going to get the loyalty status that you had on Royal Caribbean over on Celebrity. I think this is a great idea, and I'm sure those that have higher loyalty points with one part of the fleet is going to really enjoy having the perks on another ship within the Royal Caribbean group. This change is going to be automatic, so if you're a part of the loyalty program with either one of the brands, there's nothing you need to do. They are going to take care of that for you. Now, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity have already had a loyalty match program set in place, but only up to a certain status. With this new change, status level doesn't matter. You are going to get that match no matter what. And they are adding Silver Seas Cruise Line, which was not a part of the loyalty match program at any one of the levels. So if you are a loyalty member, I'm sure this is good news for you. You will now be able to use your loyalty status throughout all 3 brands within the Royal Caribbean group. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things theme park, cruise, and travel, please consider subscribing with that notification bell on so you never miss a video. Until next time,